Hi everybody, it's Mia and I'm going to be breaking down my new single, Pour Another. This is the final single of the year. Pour Another represents the sin of gluttony in my 2021 collection of music called The 7 Deadly Singles. Cannot believe this is the last one. The song that I originally wrote and recorded for gluttony was very sad and dark and depressing, and it was about drinking and over drinking. But for my final sin of the year, I was like, do I really want to make a song or release a song that's like so miserably sad? No, I chose that I didn't want to do that. So just like Sickup, I rewrote the entire thing, started over. For starters, drinking for me is a newer activity. I never drank in high school. Up until I was 21, didn't really drink that often. Not because I didn't want to be some bad kid, but I had a lot of traumatizing experiences around alcohol from as long as I can remember. Not me personally, but things around me. Since literally the beginning, it has always been looked at as very bad and an awful, scary, terrible thing to do. But as my environment changed and I changed, I re-taught myself how to look at it and learned that it's not bad or scary at all, and it's actually kind of fun. But it took a lot of years and therapy to come to that conclusion and statement. So that's the first point I wanted to make. Second, the definition of gluttony is excess in eating or drinking. I felt that I very easily could have gone down the path of writing another song about my eating disorder, about bulimia, body dysmorphia, because those are all things that I've experienced and talked about, and I've written a song about it. But I felt like, again, that was the easy way out, and I don't like taking the easy way out. And I feel like with my music, the only way to get better is to push myself to, do things that make me uncomfortable or write things that I don't typically write about. So with this song, as silly as it sounds, even though the topic is very basic, it was very much out of my comfort zone to write about drinking, which is a topic for me in itself, and not writing about something that I'm very passionate about and very happy to speak about to hopefully help other people in similar situations, which is eating disorders and body dysmorphia and all of that. So those were the 2 points that I wanted to make before doing anything else, just because it's important to me and I feel like it's good to just hear more insight on people and what's real versus what's not. I don't know. I'm very passionate about being transparent. So just know that everything is not what it seems, and what might seem easy for one person is not easy for the other. And that is my story. Now let's get into it. I chase a bottle of tequila with a liter of white wine. I'm used to being the bottom feeder, but right now I think it's time I roll the golden dice. I'm letting go of the rails of lost control. Ain't this how the story goes? The first verse is saying, I chase a bottle of tequila with a liter of white wine. I hate tequila and I hate white wine, so there's that. But it rhymed and I was like, all right, for today we love tequila and white wine. Then it's saying, I'm used to being the bottom feeder, but right now I think it's time, which is just talking about how I feel like I've been not confident, not being my full power and all that good stuff, but now it is time for me to reclaim all that. And then I'm saying I'm taking a chance on this because I don't know how it's gonna go, and I'm gonna let loose and not care so much. And then when I say, ain't this how the story goes, this is referring to my song, Same Old Story. I'm a temporary sinner. Maybe just for the night I could drink my dinner. Cross my heart and hope to die. If you close me out, I'll scream and shout. No one's the boss of me. So fill my cup, you lazy fuck, or I will cause a scene. I'm a temporary sinner. That is in honor of my 7 deadly singles, whatever. Maybe just for the night I could drink my dinner, cross my heart and hope to die. No crossing my heart and hoping to die. It just rhymed, and I always like when other artists use that little phrase. I think it sounds cool and edgy and stuff, so I was like, I want to be cool and edgy, so I used it. Then the perspective kind of switches, and it's me talking to the bartender saying, if you close me out, I'm gonna lose my mind. And then that's when I call him a lazy fuck. Pour Another is actually the first and last and only single of the year where I swear, which is so funny because when I first started music, every other word was fuck, because I was like, oh my god, you can do this in music and it feels so good, blah blah blah. But now that I've grown and I realized I don't need to use such vulgar words to express my feelings of anger, sadness, whatever the case may be. I just haven't really felt a need to use it. See, I tried to play nice, but my mind is watered down with the lies that the bottle seems to tell. They tricked me, 'cause that whiskey turned 6s into 9s. Why waste time for another? I'm alright. I lied. With this hook, we had the current background vocals be the main vocals, and the current main vocals be the background vocals. So I'm saying, but my mind is watered down with the lies that the bottles seem to tell. They tricked me. That whiskey turned 6s into 9s. So you know when you're like, oh, you know, they're a solid 6. But then when you start drinking, you're like, oh my God, the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life. That's what that line is referring to. Like, the whiskey turns the 6s into 9s. I bathe in champagne every morning, gotta start my day off right. The liquor store got me so gorgeous under their fluorescent lights. I know the bathroom floor and we go hand in hand like Jack and Coke. I fetch the ale but still I choke. I love this line so much, so I'm saying the liquor store got me gorgeous under their fluorescent lights. So in a liquor store, really like any store you go into, the lighting usually sucks and it's like those really harsh overhead fluorescent lights that just make you look atrocious no matter who you are. But I'm saying, because I'm a little like drunky vibes, that the lighting is beautiful and the liquor store is making me look so pretty under this harsh, ugly lighting. Then I'm saying the bathroom floor and I go hand in hand like Jack and Coke. I fetch the ale, but still I choke. So the Jack and Coke thing, to me, when I hear Jack and something, I think of Jack and Jill. And then, you know, like in the little nursery rhyme or whatever, it says they fetched a pail of water. I was like, let's flip it and say that they fetched ale, which is, you know, beer, I think. I don't know. I'm a temporary sinner. Maybe just for the night, you could be my dinner. Lick my lips, swallow my pride. Let's get undressed and type a text to your ex. Are you down? 0 regrets when we press send. The liquor's talking now. So for this pre, I'm just kind of flipping the words around and saying, you could be my dinner. I'll lick my lips and swallow my pride, which is also in honor of pride being one of the sins. Then I'm saying, let's get undressed and let's type a text to your ex. It's very basic, but personally, I feel like I don't really write songs that are like basic like that. I would never use the word text in a song. Like, that's way too like current for me. I was like, you know what? We're gonna just go all the way with this. And even though like this is out of my comfort zone, I wanna like do it. Same with like talking about getting undressed and stuff. For some reason, for me, it's very difficult to talk or sing about sex in music for some reason that I know that there's like deeper meaning to, but I just haven't figured that out yet. Probably because I'm so uncomfortable with it in like real life. Not talking about it, but you know, whatever. Different story for a different time. I said I wouldn't do it, but I did. 1 turned to 2, then to 6. Now I'm crying as I lift up the lid. Pull yourself together, you're so much better than waking up in places unknown. Lost your card and your keys and your phone. You've got bodies but you feel so alone. Say you wanna change as you drink away. I just love the bridge, I love the melody, I love the wordplay. So I'm saying, I said I wouldn't do it, but I did. 1 turned to 2, then to 6. So like 1 drink turned into 2, and then all of a sudden I'm 6 drinks in and I'm like, how did we end up here? Now I'm crying as I lift up the lid, meaning I'm gonna puke. And I'm upset about it because I'm like, you dumb bitch, you got here yet again. You lost your card and your keys and your phone. You've got bodies, but you feel so alone, meaning like you sleep around and you're always with someone, but you feel empty and alone. Say you want to change, but you drink away. That's the entire song breakdown for Pour Another. I hope you guys enjoyed this song. I hope you guys enjoyed the entire 7 Deadly Singles. This was such a fun project for me to do, and I appreciate any and all support that I get on it. So make sure you stream the song, watch the music video, buy the merch, you know the deal, and I'll see you on the next one, but it's not going to be for another sin. That's crazy. I'll see you next year. What? Bye. For another. I said I wouldn't do it, but I did.
to 2 bent to 6.